Today, I will briefly present our mission, the K2 ERP product, and a practical offer for Ukrainian business. K2 ERP is a Ukrainian ERP platform that we are developing as a real alternative to 1C, BAS, and other software that should no longer remain the foundation of Ukrainian companies. Our goal is not simply to replace one program with another. Our goal is to give businesses a modern, secure, and manageable platform for growth. We want Ukrainian companies to stop depending on Russian software, to stop keeping critical data in outdated systems, and to stop postponing migration until the risks become critical. Today, the use of Russian software is no longer a matter of habit or convenience. It is a legal, operational, financial, and reputational risk. The State Service of Special Communications is expanding the list of prohibited software, and businesses need to take into account not only the fact of the ban itself, but also possible fines, the risk of licenses not being renewed, and problems with support, updates, and the further operation of such systems. The most important point here is that migration from one system to another is not something that can be done in a single day. Data must be transferred, accounting processes must be configured, business processes must be adapted, reporting must be verified, people must be trained, and the system must be launched without stopping the company's operations. That is why waiting until the situation becomes critical is dangerous. Migration must begin while the old system is still working, the data is still accessible, the servers are still operational, and the company still has time for a calm and controlled transition. K2 ERP is a Ukrainian product that does not depend on Russian software. One of our key advantages is the ability to migrate data and functionality from 1C and BAS. We are not asking businesses to start from scratch. We offer a gradual, controlled transition where a company can preserve its data, history, business logic, and at the same time move to a modern Ukrainian platform. K2 ERP works on the web, on desktop, and on mobile devices. The system is designed for Linux, Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. It can be used in the cloud or deployed locally on a company's own infrastructure. This is important because different companies have different requirements for security, access, performance, and control over data. For business, this means one simple thing. K2 ERP is not just a replacement for an old program. It is a new level of company management. The strength of K2 ERP lies not only in its ready-made modules, but also in the technology platform itself. We have an ER model editor for designing database structures, a BP model editor for describing business processes, ORM for fast work with data, an update system, a report designer, BI reports, and dashboards. A separate important tool is the replicator, a tool for transferring data from one CBAS and other systems. This means that K2 ERP can be quickly adapted to a specific business. Each implementation does not need to become a long and expensive custom project. The platform makes it possible to create the required directories, documents, reports, processes, analytics, and integrations much faster. K2 ERP is being created as a system that can grow together with the company. The development uses Python, one of the most popular programming languages in the world, and TypeScript, an effective tool for complex, modern front-end development. The architecture supports data partitioning, database-level logging, change control, and scalability from a micro-company to a large corporation or a group of companies. We do not think in terms of licenses for every workplace. We think in terms of a platform that must withstand real business growth. This is especially important for companies with many users, many legal entities, many sites, warehouses, contracts, documents, and different accounting tracks. K2 ERP is not one narrow program. It is an integrated system of modules. The platform includes WMS, manufacturing, payroll and HR accounting, financial and tax accounting, CRM, CMS, e-commerce, document management, VDoc, a learning management system, TOEIP, and other capabilities. The key advantage is that these modules work within a single system. Data is not duplicated, processes are connected to each other, and management receives a complete picture of the business. For construction companies, this is especially important because contracts, sites, warehouses, materials, contractors, equipment, payments, documents, and analytics must all exist in one controlled environment. K2 ERP supports different accounting tracks. For the owner and management accounting is important. Budgets, plan versus actual, analytics, responsibility centers, profitability, and fast decision-making. For regulated operations, financial accounting is required. Entries, registers, source documents, reporting, and compliance control. For groups of companies, investors, and international reporting, a separate IFRS track is important. In other words, one document can work simultaneously for several types of accounting, without data duplication and without chaos. This allows the company to see the business not only through the eyes of an accountant, but also through the eyes of the owner, CFO, business unit manager, and investor. Another important idea behind K2 ERP is the development of the system together with its clients. The more clients join the platform, the faster the system itself develops. Custom developments for one client, new modules, integrations, reports, and improvements do not remain isolated. They strengthen the entire platform and become useful for other clients. Therefore, as the number of clients grows, it is not only the number of implementations that grows, the speed of system development also increases. This creates the effect of a shared ecosystem. Every new project makes the product stronger, and all clients benefit from the overall development of the platform. That is why an early start has real value. Pre-sale pricing is currently in effect. Future update fees will be calculated as a percentage of this price. The later a company enters the product, the higher the base price may be, and the more expensive future updates will become. As of June 2026, K2 ERP for financial accounting on one server is an unlimited license for one server. There can be an unlimited number of organization ledgers and users. The product includes the financial module, cash desk, accounting module, tax and management accounting, the K2 technology platform, CRM, payroll, manufacturing, database structure designer, report designer, and dashboard designer. The pre-sale price is €15,000. The replicator for transferring data from one C and BAS is priced separately at €5,400. The total amount is €20,400. In essence, this is a solution for absorbing one C or BAS databases into K2 ERP. The price also includes 20 hours of a programmer's work for product adaptation and data migration. We are open to dialogue, demonstrations, and pilot launches. For a quick introduction to the product, there is a public cloud where you can test the system for free. There are also publications, videos, wiki documentation, an official website, and Telegram for communication. We believe that now is the right moment for Ukrainian business not to wait until Russian software becomes a critical problem, but to begin a planned migration to a Ukrainian platform. K2 ERP is a Ukrainian ERP system for next-generation business. It is not just a replacement for one C or BAS. It is an opportunity to build a modern digital foundation for a company, one that will develop together with the business, scale together with clients, and remain under the control of the Ukrainian market.